There's an event in Flesh and Blood that you may not have heard of yet. It's called the Coaxing, and it's run by Joey from the Decks and Drafts YouTube channel. Great guy. There's an event coming up soon, December 10th, 2023. Check it out. I'll put a link down below of where you can get more information about this event. But in this video, I want to really talk high level of just the case study aspect of this event type and really just dive deep into it and how I really think it could proliferate around the world and how this event type really could go. Now, we in Flesh and Blood, there's a bunch of different events, right? You have the callings, you got Road to Nationals, you got Pro Play, Blitz, you got all these different things that are highly competitive type of events that a lot of people come to. The Coaxing is more chill, relax. There is different events that you can compete in, and there's competition for sure, but it's more geared towards a social aspect and just a bunch of different skill sets. And they have the what is it, a art contest. They've got like a bunch of side events that are geared towards more group play and UPF format and a bunch of other different formats of Flesh and Blood that you don't typically do. But what I think that really is great about this event is it's in a brewery, which is awesome. If you're going there and we're adults, having a couple drinks, playing Flesh and Blood, I feel like that aspect to it really brings a more casual experience to Flesh and Blood that really doesn't have to change the core game. You just put a beer next to your deck, and now it is casual. And I know that sounds very silly, but I think it's a very interesting case study, and I think LSS really should look at this type of event and think, hey, well, maybe we can tweak it a little bit or make it like a certain thing, and you could really proliferate it around the world. I think it is a very smart thing. And the main reason why I think it's smart is that Flesh and Blood is a game for people who are 16 plus. This is a game for older individuals, not younger individuals. And Flesh and Blood may be the only or very few TCGs out there that actually can do this. I don't know if you know this, but Pokemon especially, if you were an LGS, there are certain things in your shop that you literally cannot have displayed in order to get Pokemon product. Like, Distro will cut you off if you are in violation of certain things. Like, I think one of them is if there's like a picture of a gun anywhere in your store, or there's a bunch of different random things that if you are doing, you could be not compliant to sell their product. And that's just like bare bones, right? Pokemon could never go into a brewery and have an event. An official event. Like that would never happen. Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. And there's a lot of the big TCGs that you just can't cater to adults. It's just not the market. It's the right market for Flesh and Blood, especially just having like the game out there geared towards adults. So I think it's very interesting in that realm, and also for the casual format, right? Just the casual being of people playing and having fun and coming together. I think it's brilliant for that because, in my younger days, right, before I started drinking, I was talking to someone, and they were saying, "Oh, I'm playing a drinking game," and I said, "Oh, who's winning the drinking game?" Right, me and my foolish novice aspect of not understanding drinking games, and they told me, "Oh, no one's really winning. We're just having fun." And I never understood that aspect when I was younger. I understood it when I was older, but it didn't dawn on me that there's this aspect to just having fun and you're just playing a game and people drink, right? And I think that when it's done responsibly, it can be a fun experience for everyone to gather around and play the game, drink, and have a good time with that. So, overall, this type of event seems really fun, and I really wish I could go to one. I haven't yet, and I can't make this one here. But just going into the Joey from Decks and Drafts, he's put a lot of hard work and just dedication and blood and sweat into this. I've been talking to him through Discord now and then, and just hearing the passion and all the stuff that he's doing for this. And it doesn't sound like he's gonna materially like super benefit from this, but he's just doing it because he loves Flesh and Blood. He loves the community. It's something that should be recognized, and I hope everyone out there can see like this guy really gives a shit about the game. Like, I feel like I do some stuff with the YouTube videos, but it doesn't come anywhere close to what this guy is doing to really promote the game and to also just get new people into the game. Joey also made a bunch of like PDFs that show like a new player guides to deck building around different heroes. Definitely should check that out. That's just brilliant content. So anyway, I just wanted to give big props to Joey, in the middle of this, because it's a really big deal, and it's really great to see somebody who just is pouring their passion and just doing something for Flesh and Blood. And not only do I think that that's great within itself, I think he's found like something that's really could be replicated out there, just across the world. You just have this event format, and you have a couple, maybe like a group of 10 people who are in a certain location, like let's say, New York or, California or, Shanghai. And you just find a place, an establishment that has, a liquor license or beer license or, a food and drink kind of place that has a space for Flesh and Blood. And you can hold these like coaxing events, and people or the different restaurants or some places who don't get as much traffic on certain off days would probably love this type of thing where we're really slow on a random Tuesday night at Applebee's. Well, we have 50 geeks who want to just play card games and order food and drinks. That's a huge boon for a business. So I think that this type of event could be really big for not only getting more people into Flesh and Blood because of the different side events that are more casual, but also just be a really great way to harness the whole casual experience, because it's hard. Flesh and Blood wants to focus first and foremost on the competitive play, and I'm happy that they're doing so, but this would be, I think, an easy way to create more of a casual experience. So that's really my whole 2 cents on the whole topic. I really think that you could do some funny things as well, like give a PTI for a art contest. I think that would be funny. Like the person who has the best art drawings can get a PTI. It would, I don't know. I think you could do some funny things here and there with the events, but or maybe that's stupid. I don't know. I don't know anything about event managing. But long story short, the Coaxing is a great event. I think it's really well engineered, and it'll be very great to hear from Joey how it went after the fact. At the end of this, I'm really just going to ramble. I'm going to go over some of these featurettes, apparently. Joey made a long list of things that people can speak to, different questions, so I'm going to answer them if you're interested. So, let's see. Featurettes. Prompt 1. What is your favorite moment of 2023? My favorite moment of 2023 was the Collectors Week. I really liked that. LSS really showed a lot of love and support to the collectors and the community, and made it front and center, which it was really cool to see that. Prompt number 2. Which hero would you grab drinks with, and what would they order? I think I said that right. Okay. I would order drinks with Bravo, star of the show. I think he would order mead, and I'd like some mead as well. It'd be really fun to clank drinks with him. Prompt number 3. What keyword would you like to see, and how would it work? That's a tough one. Tough one, right? Keyword. Keyword. Okay. I think a cool keyword would be like Life Drinker, where you do arcane damage, and for every arcane damage you actually deal to the opposing hero, you gain that as health. I think that would be cool, or life. So if they had Arcane Barrier and mitigated some damage, you wouldn't gain anything. But if they just took 3 arcane damage, you would gain 3 life. I think that would be a cool type of mechanic. Prompt number 4. What are you excited about for 2024? The thing I'm most excited for in 2024 is Legend Story Studios and how much stuff that they can produce with a team of 50-ish people versus the 10 to 20 different people that they had in the past. I think with this big new head count and then big new office they have, they're going to make a lot more great things for Flesh and Blood. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Prompt number 5. What gift would you give your favorite hero to aid in their victory? I would give a Bravo showstopper a claymore and say, hey man, the hammer's good, but this claymore can actually slice and dice people. It's really cool. It's just a really big claymore. Prompt number 6. What is your most prized fab possession? My favorite fab possession that I have is an extended art rainbow foil spring tunic. And the reason why that's most prized is because I won an RTN back in the day. I drove about 2.5 miles with my boy Rob Seigel. We played it out. We were there really late at night, and I got extremely lucky in a bunch of different facets. Honestly, I got really lucky, and I was able to take down that RTN and get that card. And I just think back to that moment when I see it. But also, it's a damn beautiful card. Prompt number 7. What unseen class would you like to see and how might it play? I'm going to go basic on this. I want to see the Necromancer. Just summoning a bunch of zombies that do different effects and things like that. I think the Necromancer would be like just really cool to summon an army of different things that attack your opponent. Prompt number 8. The last one. What is your dream location for a major event that you would travel to? Okay, so dream location, honestly, my dream location would be New Zealand. Just going over there and being able to go into the Legend Story studio office and tour around and meet people who make this amazing game would be a big dream of mine. All right, I think that's it for the featurettes. If you listen this far, I really appreciate you, man. I'm just making this for the Coaxing event for the featurette things. But overall, this is something really good in the community, and I wanted to make a video about it. And it's something that I think a lot of heart and soul has been put into, and I hope it goes well, and I hope it's a really big thing. And I think it really is something that can be used as a case study of, hey, this is an event type that we really haven't seen before in other different areas. I don't know if you can think of other different type of events like this, but I think it's a really interesting way to play Flesh and Blood just in a casual, more, with an environment where you're eating and drinking and everything like that, and you have a bunch of other different peripheral things. I think it's going to go great. I don't think I explained the event to the utmost ability. If you want to learn more, again, I'll put a link down below to the website for the Coaxing where you can learn more and hear more about it. But overall, I'm just really pumped for it and hope for the best. So, cheers, man. Have a good one.